Okay. So this data that has been given as a table has to be converted into a bar graph. Okay. So we are making bar graphs, or what we call as uniform bar graphs. They are called uniform because the width of the bar doesn't represent anything. Okay, now the problem over here is, if you start doing it, so you have an x-axis and a y-axis. I'll try to do it neatly with a scale and all that. So I actually get a scale out of this. And like somebody suggested, if you use a graph sheet, then it's much easier to do this. But you can also do it freehand. Just make sure that not freehand by using a scale at least, but try not to do it with just your hand alone. Okay, these lines need to be straight. They need to be straight line, and this angle over here more or less has to be a 90-degree angle.
90.
Yeah. Okay, so the x-axis, as we like to call this, so this is called the x-axis and this is called the y-axis. I'm not sure if you people have done any graphing before, but that's the way we call it. But you can call it whatever you want. And the x-axis is the name of the rivers. Okay, and let that represent, I think all of these are having, yeah, except Kaveri and Krishna, they have unique letters. One moment. Okay, so N can be Narmada, M can be Mahanadi, B can be Brahmaputra, G can be Ganga, KA can be Kaveri, and KR can be Krishna. Okay, so that's how I just realized that I left a little bit of space. Maybe I could have spaced this a little bit better. Doesn't matter. It's not really a big deal. The more important thing is, how do we put the information over here? Okay, now can somebody who has tried this before tell us like what steps you will take to decide on what we call as the scale of this graph? The y-axis should have a scale that can show all of these informations on this side accurately, So how will you go
It
about
should
it?
be divisible. So all the numbers should be divisible by one such number, and we should write it multiple, and then you can get it.
Every
Yeah,
number is divisible by 2 here.
yeah, so one easy way to do that, like what you said, is there should be some number with which all these numbers should be divisible, which should be also possible to be shown on the y-axis. That is the second part of it. Okay, so it's very easy to see that the number of choice will be 100. Okay, because all of these numbers are divisible by 100, rather
So I have one thing to say.
neatly divisible by 100. One moment, let me finish. But there is a problem, but maybe Panav will say that. Yes, Panav.
So can we, I don't have this the 100 thing. I am just saying, like in the bar graph, like if we write 300 on the first line, and something is and the other number which is which we have to write is 250, means Narmada's length is 250, but we have written 300 here. So can we just not 150, not 200, 150. So can we draw the line in the only till the middle of that 300?
Yeah, that will be fine. But yes, I understand. Like a pictograph, the idea of a pictograph, basically you have a number 300. If you want to show another number 150, then you can draw a line up to the half of 300, which should represent 150. But that will be okay if you want to show neat sort of what is it, integral divisions. Okay, you can make quarters, you can make halves, you can make 3/4. But the problem becomes is that these numbers, they don't fall into that kind of category. There isn't any one particular number with which you can show all the numbers as being some fraction of it. At least it will not be possible to show it, because we also have another challenge. We have to show it graphically. Okay, so because of that, I feel anybody will see this, that it will be 100 will be good, because you can divide this into 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 with regular intervals. So if you can take 1 centimeter intervals, then you can show it in hundreds. But there is a problem to that, practical problem. What is that practical problem? Yesterday we were discussing this. Somebody mentioned
The y-axis
y-axis.
will be too long.
Exactly. Why? Because the number range is going from 800, which is the lowest number in this table, to 2900. Okay, so if you make it divisible by hundreds, then you are going to have a range. So we can calculate that, right? So you say we call this as the range.
So 29 centimeter.
Yeah, exactly. So if you have to put 2900, let us say that below 800 you ignore it. I mean, you can't actually ignore it, but let's say that you are also ignoring below 800, you still are going to require 21 centimeters. Actually, what you have to show is you have to show a range of 2100, and if you divide 2100 by 100, you will require 21 centimeters.
21.
Right? And you can't show 800 as 0. Kaveri, you can't show it as 0. You can keep this lowest point as 800, but you can't show it as 0. So you have to, of course, do the whole thing. So then you will need 29 centimeters, 30 centimeters. And most graph sheets are only 24 centimeters, if I'm correct.
24.
24.
Yeah, sir, 24.
So then our...
So 26 centimeters.
26 centimeters is the maximum possible. So then you can't fit
Not
it
much of a difference.
Yeah, it's okay. That's not the important point. The point is that, and the other thing is, it will also make the graph a little bit ugly. Why? Because it will be, pulled lengthwise so much, and the breadth will not be so much. So it will not also look nice when you do the graph. Yeah. Any questions?
So can you add Ardit?
Yeah. So what shall we do then? How do we adjust this 100 centimeter interval so that we are able to represent the whole range of information, but not make it too long in the y-axis? So any suggestions, any ideas?
So we can find the lowest common. No, that should be 100 only.
So we can do half a centimeter.
Half a centimeter. Yeah, so that is one solution. Half a centimeter represents 100. So 1
So,
centimeter.
but it would be untidy.
No, it may not be. Let us wait a little bit. Half a centimeter, if you make it, then what happens is that you're going to squash the graph into half its length, which sounds okay. And also, I think if you do that, you will be able to represent all of these numbers easily. Okay. So I think we can go with half a centimeter. That's not a bad idea at all. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write what is known as a scale. I'll just remove this part over here because I don't have space over here. So remember,
Half centimeter is equal to 100.
Yeah. So we call this as the scale of the graph, where we say y-axis. I'm showing the scale for y-axis. I can write half centimeter, 0.5 centimeter is equal to 100, or I can also write it as 1 centimeter is the same as 200 kilometers. You are representing kilometers in centimeters. Then I think we will be able to do this. So I'm going to also use a scale, because we needed 21 centimeters. If I made 1 centimeter as 200 kilometers, then I need only half of that. I need only approximately 11 centimeters. So I can keep it as 12 centimeters. I'm keeping this length as 12 centimeters. Okay, although you can't see it. And I'm going to mark individual centimeters there as Best
So
as
it would be 14.5 centimeter.
it will come to 14.5.
Exactly. So because 29's half is 14.5 now.
29's half. Oh yes, we need the entire range, no? We can keep it as 3000. So let us keep it as 3000 kilometers has to be shown. And if I divide that into 200
So
kilometers,
15.
yeah, so I get 15 centimeters. So let me take it as 15 centimeters then, why not? So I need 1, 2, 3 more. Okay.
So I
So,
don't have 15 centimeters in my bar graph left.
sorry?
So I don't have 15 centimeters left in my bar graph.
In your
I
graph sheet,
had till 12 centimeters.
are
Yeah,
you?
I used a half of it for another one.
So can I do it in a graph book?
Yeah, do it in a graph book. That is the easiest solution. So was it Daham who was speaking? Who said only 15 centimeters?
Nivan.
It was the one.
Just use a new graph sheet, yeah. Don't use the old half one. You can't go less than that. Because less than that will become problematic. You won't be actually able to show the data properly.
So 0.25 then. How
Yeah.
will we show?
So 0, of course, when you people write it, you can do a better job. But since I'm showing it on a whiteboard, I might not be able to show it well. So this is 100. I'm only going to show in 500s. Okay. So this is 100. Sorry, this is not 100. This is 200. No, 1 centimeter is 200. 200, 400, 600, 800. Not very good. 1000. Not very good to see. But I'm then going to start only doing thousands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is 2000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 3000. I hope that is visible to all of you. The ones in between is 1200, 1400, 1600, 1800, and 2000. Okay, so now I've got a nice scale. This length and this length are kind of like equal, so the graph won't look ugly. Now I can proceed to draw the lines for all the different rivers. So what is Narmada? 1300. So 1200 is there, so 1300 is in between those two. So that's going to be my Narmada's line. And I'm drawing a line. You people can draw like a actual bar. Okay, actually I'll also draw a bar. Why not? So that's Narmada. Then Mahanadi. Oh, I didn't know Mahanadi was so short in comparison to others. Brahmaputra is a monster.
So if you go to in the
Nice.
monsoon season, if you go to one of the edge of Brahmaputra, you won't be able to see the other side.
Ah, I know. I have seen
It's so
places
thick.
like that. It's quite
So I
awesome.
go to Guwahati because my nani ghar is there, na, so we visit Brahmaputra.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. I have been on the ferry in Brahmaputra and Dibrugarh many times when I was small.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So
The next,
half a centimeter is 200 kilometer, right?
1 centimeter is 200.
1 centimeter is 200.
Here is the scale. Keep the scale in mind. Okay. So now 2900 is going to be between 2800 and 3000, right? So I'm just going to, I have to do it roughly. You guys will have the graph sheet, so you should be able to do it more accurately. That's going to be my Brahmaputra. Okay. Then Ganga, this is quite fun. Ganga is 2500, so that's going to be somewhere between 2400 and 2600. So there is Ganga. Great. And Kaveri tiny little Kaveri. Wait, let me keep 800 and mark it. And then Krishna. Okay, Krishna is also quite long. Huh? I didn't know that. Kaveri and Krishna is 1300. So that's again there. Ah, there are 2300s. Narmada and Krishna are both the same length, approximately, I suppose. So there you have the bar graph representing the whole information. So any questions about this now? So for the other such questions, I think there are 4 or 5 such questions. Take your time working out the range, the scale. Even if it is required that you actually draw and it doesn't come out well, it's okay. You can take another graph sheet, rework it. So you learn from making mistakes. Okay, so don't be worried about making mistakes. Make your mistakes, it doesn't really matter as long as you're learning how to do it. And if you do trial and error and you find a good way of doing graphs, that will be very beneficial in lots of areas, not just in mathematics, in lots of other subjects as well. Graph making you should understand very well, okay, because it's a visual representation of information.